What's going on YouTube? Today I'm bringing you the Extreme Survival Knife by Schrade. So let me tell you, I don't know how I came across, I look at YouTube channels and watch, mainly more than TV. I've been watching just, other knife review stuff I'm into like that, guns and knife reviews and workout videos and things like that. So I came across this one and I realized I didn't even know that this knife was that popular, and it is discontinued. It's going to be hard to find. And when you do find them, they're freaking crazy pricey. I got lucky. I got really lucky with this one. And even getting lucky, I paid double price of what they originally went for. But when stuff get, when it's 15 years old and they go obsolete, again, it's what people are wanting, what they want, and what they're going to pay for. And once you realize something was really good quality, you're going to want it. You're going to want to have that product. You're going to want that knife once you realize, maybe you didn't realize it back then when you should have bought it. And tell you the truth, I didn't even know this knife existed back then. I just recently, and once I saw it, I started looking at other videos and realizing this is a freaking bitchin' knife. I didn't realize how cool this freaking knife is. And not one channel I could see anyone freaking breaking the knife. They're doing extreme use, batoning, throwing it, even some prying, and I've never seen anyone. This is like this is what the Rambo knife should have been like. Let's get started. Let me show you here. So let's start with the sheath. This one, again, was brand new in the box. I looked out, even came with the damn packet, care packet that they give you with it. And even the little thing for hold the blade in. So let's start with the sheath though. Another one of those sheaths that's just, you got that, it's not bad. That's that vinyl type sheath, has that plastic insert. You can see it there. Has a little spot here, so if you want to put a secondary knife or fire starter or emergency kit or whatever you want to put in there, beef jerky for the road, whatever. So you got little pouch there. Nice generous loop here. It is Velcro, so you can take it off and adjust it. Which I love too is they have this button here, so it's not just Velcro, it's actually a button. Which is adjustable Velcro. Right here, you can see it's Velcro. You can adjust it. You want to make it a little tighter or looser. Nice little button lock there. Just perfect. MOLLE compatible little spot here. Shoestring for tying on your leg if you want to keep it taut to your leg there. Just nice. I mean, I have no complaints about this. I know some people don't like this. They're for leather or Kydex, but for me, this one is not too bad. Some of them are not all of them are shit. There's some that are like this that are crap, but this one is actually a good one. It's a good version. I actually like it. All right, let's get to the meat and potatoes of this video. Oh yeah, look at that. And I lucked out and got a brand spanking new one out of the box. Never been used. For a 15-year-old knife in mint condition. And I lucked out. And what makes this thing so special, in my opinion, and a lot of people's opinion, other reviewers that I saw opinion, is, and this one, oh, I didn't tell you the model, there's the model number. It's SCHF1. So, and here's Extreme Survival. So going back to what makes this one so special is this is all one-piece construction. So that's what makes it, even though it's a hollow handle, it's one of the only hollow handles out there other than Chris Reeves knives. I think this is considered a knockoff of Chris Reeves, but Chris Reeves, you all know who Chris Reeves is. He makes awesome knives, but they're freaking crazy expensive. Like his version of this is like, even back 15 years ago, started at like $400. And now if you can find them, they're like $1,300. I mean, I've seen them up to $2,500, $2,500 for this version of Chris Reeves. So, and there's been a couple guys on YouTube that I saw that put this budget one or this knockoff one against Chris Reeves knives and did just torture test on both. And the Chris Reeves one's broke before this one. Chris Reeves using A2 steel. This one here is 1075 high carbon steel. So I guess the Schrade did the heat treat on this freaking good, because every single person that I've seen review had no complaints. And again, all one piece construction. So this was all one piece of steel that they just milled the hole into. And so there's no weak spots. There's no place for this to break. There's no nut, no bolt, no nothing for the blade to snap off from the handle. I mean, it's just one solid thick piece of steel. And I was fortunate. I got really lucky. Once in a while, I get really lucky on eBay and getting these gems that, especially these discontinued ones you can't find. And I don't know why they discontinued this one. This one is just bitching awesome. It has textured grip type on there. But you know what? It's not too. Let's see if I get in there. It's not too aggressive, but it's you still got a good purchase. I can tell it's not going to be too bad. And you got to think this is a round handle, right? So it's not going to be the most ergonomic grip, but still feels good in hand. Here it's a little bit more ergonomic. So you choke up, it feels okay up here in the top position. And this one did, surprisingly, you can tell the groundwork is just perfect on this one. I know some people are complaining that the grinding was a little bit sloppy on some of the other ones I saw on YouTube that other people did. And you do have this low style, what do they call those things again? I had a freaking brain fart right now. Serrations. Serrations, it's a lower style though, so the less chance to get dull. And these are sharp serrations. Now, that's another gripe of a lot of people, and even myself. I'm not a big fan of serrations. I know we get the purpose. It takes a long time for them to get dull compared to a straight edge, but I just don't like them. I'm not a fan of them. I wish they made this in a straight edge all the way down and then offered both, but I guess they didn't. They only offered this one that had the serrations at the bottom here. I think that for the smaller one that had straight blade only, plain edge, but not serrated. But this serrations, I mean, they're okay. They're okay. I mean, it doesn't bother me too much, but I wish they would have just kept it all the way straight edge, in my opinion. That's what I would like to see. But it is what it is. Freaking bitchin' ass knife. And this thing came freaking sharp. I mean, you probably won't be able to tell because of the, let me see, because of the, let me see if I can pick up some hair on this. Oh, yeah, it's a razor blade. It's falling off, but I don't know if you guys can see that on camera, but you can see it there. See the hair right there? It came sharp, came freaking sharp. And 1075, if you know, is high carbon steel, and it's a tough ass. And there's some people saying there might be 1095, 1075. I don't know, 1070. I saw 1070 for the most part. And take a look at this. This is the back part. And here's another gripe a lot of people made. That's kind of funny. Is and mind you, this is waterproof, not water resistant, waterproof, because there's no place for it to leak in here. And they have a sealant here, a rubber ring that seals it off tight, so you can dunk this underwater, and there's not whatever you put in here is going to stay dry. But going back to the point, this is where they're griping. So they put in for a survival knife. I guess if you call it urban survival, right? If you're stuck on the 405 or on the freeway or in LA traffic and you blow a tire and you need a screwdriver.
Changing the tire doesn't make sense. I meant doing work like under the hood, using a screwdriver, a flathead, or Phillips to take something off under the hood.
Tool set here to do survival out in the woods. It'd be better to have like one of those, little striker for fire, matches, first aid type stuff, fishing wire, fishing lines. The typical stuff you put in survival. You see there, let's check that out. Yeah, all the way milled, nothing, just milled out, no screws, no bolts, no nothing holding the blade in. So Schrade did come up with something which I'd like to get. I can't find it because I think it's been discontinued as well. But they did come up with this little round tube that had all this stuff in it that I'm talking about, like there's an actual survivor. And you could take this off. This pulls off, and you could take this off and have that. You can even put a little compass in there if you want. For me, since I'm a collector, I'm not going to be using this. It's going to be a collector's piece. I'm just going to leave it how it is because that's how it came. If I can find another one beat up used for cheap, then I'll use that. I'll buy one and use it and beat it up. But since it's discontinued and this one's in mint condition, brand new out of the box, I think I'm just going to hang on to it like this. Use it as a collector piece because it is rare and it is unique. A unique piece, and I looked at, like I said, this one back in the day, it went for $50. It went for $50 new 15, 20 years ago, I think 25 years ago around there, when you could get it. So that was a steal, and I picked it up for around 100. And so I thought, again, it's discontinued. So when it comes to, you overpay, that's a lot. How could you overpay if it's something you want and you can't get it anywhere else? It's supply and demand. So, but there is a point where I'm getting here where I'm saying, there's a point where I won't pay 5 times the price or 10 times the price for it, And other than the one when I got this, I didn't even know there was that. I just saw one for bid and I started bidding on it and I got it for around 100. And then after I went back and I was like, let me just see if there's any other for buy it now or anything. Maybe try to overpay. I wanted to try to look for this. and people are selling used, even used, scraped up ones, beat up ones, and a couple new ones too. $350, $400, $500. I'm like, for this exact one. I was like, what the hell? I couldn't find any cheaper than freaking $300. Everyone wants 300 plus for this damn knife now. And there was like 3 or 4 different people that said, if you want this, you can get it for $300 or $400. I'm not gonna pay $300 or $400 for this damn thing. I even thought 100 was a little bit too much, but I'm willing to pay that. I wasn't willing to pay anything over that just because you can't get it. But so for me, $100, I didn't get a smoking deal, but I got a decent deal on it for what it is. And since you don't make them anymore, and so I'm not too disappointed for what I paid for it. But yeah, if you want one, there's a couple on there for $300-$400. If you're willing to pay that, I'm not willing to pay that for that. You know, like I told you guys, I don't care what the knife is. Max I'll pay for a knife is $300 to $400. It has to be a knife I'm absolutely in love with, not just any knife. So for this being the price for what it is, brand new out of the box, I was happy with it, and I'm happy with what I paid. Can't go wrong. Just an awesome blade, man. Like I said, they have shorter ones. I'm gonna keep looking for. They have smaller versions. This is the biggest one they have, but they have smaller blade versions. I'm gonna keep looking for those. But just an amazing knife. You can use that for hammering, man. Hammering steaks in or whatever. Just a beautiful, awesome knife. But I would, like, if I was gonna use this for actual use, I would change that out and put just actual survival kit, wood survival kit in it. But all right, YouTube. Oh, I'm gonna follow Scab's trend that he was doing, and because I get that question, it's funny. He had a video that he said, and I do get that question asked a lot. And he had a really good idea because it helps us and helps us with the algorithm and getting more subscribers. Is he was saying people ask him how many knives you have, like in your collection. How many knives do you have in your collection? And he didn't know. He's like, I really don't know. And me too. I don't really know how many knives I have. You know, I think it's around 100 or something. I'm not too sure. I don't know if it's much over 100 knives. If it's right around there, I think. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna do shorts of every single knife I own, and starting, I'm just gonna put number, and it's just gonna be random order. It's not from my favorite to least or anything like that. No type of criteria for it. It's just gonna be first knife to last knife, right? So I'm gonna put number 1 and then say what the knife is, and say number 1 in my collection, say what the knife is, the model, and that's it. Just give a real vague description of it and show the knife. And I'm gonna do that for every single knife I have, so that way it'll also help me get more subscribers. Also show you guys every single knife we have until I get to the very end of them all. All right, guys. Please like, subscribe, share, and until next knife, gun, or whatever.